Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today I'm going to do a review on the new Huda Beauty Fox Filter. Is it Fox Filter Foundation? Now this is what the bottle looks like. It's really pretty. It is like plastic. It has a really nice ombre and it is travel friendly, so I really like that about it. You open it up and you get a really nice pump, and I find with this pump that it's very easy to control. I know some pumps out there, you get like a ton of foundation that comes out, so this is pretty controllable, so I really like this. Now to be quite honest, I've actually filmed this video like 3 times just because, first of all, the foundation color is way off. So when you're looking at the charts, it could be a little bit confusing. They did not have my color, which is already, I believe that is definitely the color for me. So they didn't have it. So I went ahead and bought the custard because, as you could see, it looks like it would kind of match my skin. The charts are a little bit confusing, but the Amoretti was not available at sephora.com, but it is available at huda.com when I looked yesterday. So I've been kind of waiting for the notification, and it came and I missed out on it. So I kind of got upset. So anyway, so I did get this one. It is super light. Like, it looks like it would match my color, but when I applied it, I look like a ghost. So it was way too much. I just poured it for a couple days because I wanted to see how it performed. So the reason why I'm refilming and I'm actually not doing the demo is because I didn't buy the primer that it suggests, you use with the foundation. But when I was looking in the box, they had a little sample of the primer. So of course I had to go ahead and film another video. I didn't, I'm not going to do a demo because it is super, super pale. Now I have to say is when you apply it with a brush, it does feel like you're kind of like struggling a little bit. It does kind of, tug at your face, and it does dry down a lot faster. It's not as bad with the Beauty Blender. Now, another thing about this foundation is that it does have a really strong scent. Like, it's not a bad scent, but it does linger on. There were a couple days, like the first time I put it on, the scent didn't bother me at all. But then when I started using it more and more, it did bother me. Like, it was too much, where I kind of got a little bit of a headache, so it was too much. So those of you that are pro artists, this is definitely a foundation that I would not use on the clients, because if they have a really sensitive scent, like nose or anything like that, it's going to be too much for them. It does kind of die down throughout the day, but little sudden movements, I did smell it. So just keep that in mind. Another thing about this, it does wear really nicely. It stays on. It does give you kind of like that blurring effect. It's absolutely beautiful. So it performs really nicely. But if you have a bride or anything like that is going to cry on her wedding day or whatever, it is going to get streaky. So just keep that in mind. Besides the scent and it's streaking, I wouldn't, as a pro artist, I really wouldn't use it on some of my clients, just because those are two major factors that you don't want your clients to be uncomfortable if they have, sensitive noses or anything like that. Another thing that I found about it is that when I applied it, I did use several different primers just because I wasn't sure if it was the primers or what that was making my face tacky. So when you apply it, it does have like a tacky sense to your face. Like, it will be tacky. Now, a couple of times it kind of went away, but in certain spots I did feel the tackiness, and working outside in Florida, it just felt tacky throughout the day. So, besides it being beautiful, those are kind of downfalls for me. Now, when I used it with the Huda primer, it actually was kind of worse for me. I didn't find that they complemented each other, because when I actually use this with different foundations, like my Laura Mercier or anything like that, I felt like I was having the same issue. Like, my brush didn't glide on my face easily. I felt like I was kind of struggling with the primer with a different foundation. Now, when I combined the two, I had a little bit harder time doing that. So just keep that in mind. I'm not really a fan of the primer at all. It does have the exact same scent. So when you combine these two, it's kind of powerful, the scent. But other than that, I do love it. I mean, it performed nicely. It stayed on a really long time. But you know, those are major things in a foundation. You have to be comfortable wearing them. Pro artists, you can't have your clients, you know, being bothered with the strong scent. Now, I was gonna say something else and now I can't remember because I was rambling on. Oh, I remember. Okay, it does say that one drop will cover your whole face. I find that to be true with the foundation brush or the beauty blender. A little bit does go a long way. It is medium to full coverage, and when you put a second dollop on your hand or wherever and you add another layer, it does get heavier. It does feel heavy on your face, and it does kind of start breaking down a little bit. So just keep that in mind also. But when you're, you know, oily skin, just put a little bit of powder and it is beautiful. So besides the fact that it's beautiful and it has all these little downfalls forming, I don't know that I will go ahead and purchase my color because it just there were just some days that I had to take it off. So anyway, that's my review on this little foundation that I want to love, but there are just some things that I just can't get past. And please give this video a thumbs up. Please follow me. I'm starting to do vlogs, so please follow my vlogs, and I will see you soon. Bye.